Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We from Group 6 will present about explanation text. Before that, let me introduce ourselves. My name is Deviva Zuhruful Atkia from number 5, and then Fema Fitriani Firdaus from number 8, Keisa Julian for number 14, Muhammad Fabian Putra from number 20, and Prameswari Eleonora Cakradara from 25. Okay, so here there is a text about flood phenomenon.
Is this text an explanation text? Yeah, this text is an explanatory text because the text explains the causes and effects of action or events that cause something to happen.
The purpose of an explanatory text about floods is to provide readers with an understanding of the causes, impact, and ways to mitigate floods. By offering clear and detailed explanation, readers are expected to comprehend why floods occur, how they can have negative effect on the environment and society, and what steps can be taken to reduce floods risks and mitigate their impacts. The main objective is to provide a support, knowledge, and assist rather in gaining a deeper understanding of the phenomenon of floods.
Okay, next is generic structure. Before I explain the generic structure, I will read the text first. Flood phenomenon. Flooding is natural phenomenon in the form of water rising in an area and covering the surface of the area. Floods can also be seen as part of the water cycle, namely the part of surface water that flows into the ocean. Through the water cycle, it can be seen that the amount of surface water is influenced by rainfall and water absorption into the soil. Floods are naturally caused by local rainfall and the spread of runoff from upstream watersheds. Non-scientific flooding can be caused by human activities. Natural flooding processes, such as rain falling into the surface in the earth, being retained by plants, then entering the surface, flowing to lower areas, then evaporating and leaving the surface. Floods that occur naturally can be a disaster for humans if they hit and harm humans. On the other hand, the process of unnatural flooding occurs due to human activities such as throwing rubbish and preventing water from flowing smoothly, so that the more water that floats in the landfill, the longer it takes to evaporate it out because it touches the ground and causes flooding. Okay, so that's an explanatory text about flood phenomenon. And now I will explain the generic structure of this text. Generic structure of explanation text has three elements, includes general statement, explanation statement, and concluding statement. The first paragraph includes a general statement because contains a general explanation of an existing event or phenomenon. The second paragraph includes explanation statement because contains a series of explanation regarding the phenomenon being discussed. The third and last paragraph includes concluding statement because contains a closing statement or conclusion of the phenomenon being discussed. Okay, the last is language features.
Object description. The text explains the phenomenon of flooding by describing water rising in an area and covering the surface of the area. Cause and impact. The text explains the cause of flooding, both natural, water cycle, and man-made, garbage dumping on obstruction of water flow. explanatory text structure. The text is clearly structured, starting from the introduction of the topic fluid phenomena, followed by the explanation of the cause, water cycle and man-made, as well as the effects of the fluid, cohesion and cohesion. The text used conjunction and reference words such as through the water cycle to maintain fluency and cohesion between sentences. Standard word and specialized terms. The text uses formal language and uses specialized terms such as rainfall and landfill to explain the concept of flooding appropriately. Communicative purpose. The text aims to explain the phenomenon of flooding and its cause to the reader in an informative and easy to understand way.
Okay, so that's all from us. Sorry if there are any mistakes. And thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.